Okay, folks. Hey, so I've got a couple people asking about like their samples maybe not blending well or mixing well, and I posted a couple of troubleshooting tips on Manage back in Classroom on things just to check for. Most common conflicts are caused by time signature not matching, key signature not matching, tempo not matching, and harmonic progression not matching. So I already posted videos on like how to make files specific for the song that you want to create if you're doing like the remix or the composition. Here's another troubleshooting video though. So for the issues of like harmony and maybe the melodies aren't in the same key, Garageband's got a nice function called transpose, the same that you would use in MuseScore, right? Transposition means that you take a section of music and you move it up or down by like a certain interval. Okay, so here's my file that I created in MuseScore, just as an example. You don't have to do it in MuseScore, but if you did, and I want to transpose it up or down, or maybe we can pretend that this is one of the samples that I just pulled from over here in the loop section, and I really like it, but it doesn't right now fit in the key signature. So first is you got to view all your options, right? Similar to MuseScore, you've got palettes. They don't call them palettes in GarageBand, but basically these are compositional palettes. So you go to view and you'll get the choice to see, like, it's called show transpose track. So I already popped that up, and then show tempo track. Okay, you'll find those options up in here. Okay. So the transpose track basically shows you like how high or low, up 12 half steps or down 12 half steps, that you can shift any sample. Okay, so here's the sample that I want to transpose. Right now it's in C minor, and the computer just figured that out based on the notes that were already plugged in via MuseScore. It read the frequencies and figured out the first frequency was C2 or middle C. Actually, it's an octave below middle C, and this is A flat, so on and so forth. Okay, so what if I have a track or something, it's like, oh, we're not in C minor, I need this to be in D minor. So what I do is I select this track first, because this is one I'm editing. Then I go to the transpose track and I select this little line here. Okay, so this is basically the calibration line. So you see that it gives you up or down arrows, and as soon as you click on it, the little hand grabs it, and then you start seeing the transposition moving. And you also notice, because I didn't grab it in the beginning, actually, that I can actually transpose it as the selection goes on. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try and do it back here though, so I can get the whole. There we go. I want the whole thing transposed up. So I'm gonna move it up, basically 2 half steps, and now I will be in D minor. You see how this starts now on D on the piano. So I'm gonna undo that, and you can hear the difference. Okay, so here's what it sounds like untransposed. All right, that's the bass line from Salvation is Created. Pretty cool. And now I'm going to transpose it up to D minor. Okay, there we go. All right, now I moved up. Let's listen. Pretty sweet, hey? So that's one way that you can do a transposition of a selection and keep everything in the same key. The other thing I want to point out is that you can actually go into the kind of focused view. I don't know how to call it, but it's a really specific pitch view of the things that make up the sample, and you can actually, as long as the sample's green, you can change any given note in the sample. Okay, so like this is what it sounds like. I want to change it maybe. For some reason, like there's just one note that doesn't fit, or I think it'd be pretty cool if I changed it a little bit. I'm going to change that and see how it sounds, okay? Yeah, okay, so you've got a macro transposition here. which is, big transposition of the whole track using the transpose track. And then you can actually do note adjustments like within the sample itself. Okay, fam? So hopefully that helps you all out. I also just want to point out, for those of us that haven't discovered it, you can adjust tempos up here as well. So I click on the sample and change the tempo. Just say I want to go a lot faster. Go 120 now, and you'll notice it's going to sound quicker. All right, cool. That's really fast. Say I want to go a lot slower. Oops. Let's make sure I'm actually selecting this properly. All right, so let's try that again. Got tempo 50. There we go, nice and slow. So a thing with Garageband that I'm noticing a lot is like you got to really make sure that the track is selected and you haven't like done something, click something somewhere else. You also got the tempo track here too that you can just scroll up or down too. Okay, so hopefully that helps y'all out, and I'll keep answering email and stuff. We have class time on Tuesday to work on this and on Thursday, and then basically it's due, right? Friday, beginning of class. No work time on Friday. So, hit it nice and hard. Oh, one more thing. For those of us that are making a movie, you also have a movie track. So you can download you're doing the video satire assignment. You can actually view the movie in GarageBand and line up the sound and the video. So that's pretty sweet. Okay? All right. Good luck, guys.